this break here? You feel good about the run game?
Yeah, I feel good about our team. I feel good about our guys. I think we've made some improvements. We still have some things we need to fix and keep getting better at, but I like the guys that are carrying it. And going to next year, we have everybody from the offensive line back. So we have a lot of room for improvement, but we got the guys in place to do it.
I think midway through the season, you said, hey, eventually we want to get to where it's a third, DeAnthony, Thomas, and Byron. Is that the way you're going to approach this bowl game too? You're going to look for that kind of balance?
Well,
running the ball?
Yeah, we trust all three guys, so and all three guys can make plays with the balls in their hands. So, we're expecting good things out of all three.
And Thomas, how good of a back is he now compared to where he was at the start?
I think Thomas made several steps and strides as the year went on, and I think that last game against Oregon State was probably his best game all around. If he learns to run like that all the time, he's going to have a bright future.
Okay, go ahead.
Scott, Mark mentioned late last week, I think on Saturday, how interviewing for a head coaching job can be beneficial for a guy like you. How do you see the process you went through with Boise State as benefiting you?
I really don't want to talk about that. I'm happy to be here, and my heart was here anyway, so I'm just glad to be around.
Is it tough then to get interest in you and to deal with that? Imagine I don't know if it's a new experience for you to have people knocking on your door, so to speak.
I just don't really want to talk about that. We're focused on Texas and winning a bowl game and getting better here and recruiting.
Can you talk about the Jackson Jeff coach? Is there anybody comparable? Is he a Barr type, Anthony Barr type, or?
Yeah, he's more of a four-down defensive end, but they move him around very similar to how UCLA plays Barr. And they've done some different things with him. He's a dynamic pass rusher and really fast in space.
Who are a couple other guys, maybe just by number or name or whatever, on their defense that you kind of take a note of?
You know what? A lot of guys flash from time to time. Their safety number 17 is a really good player. I think he's really aggressive. Both defensive ends are really talented. I think their linebackers are very good sound tacklers. So, they get whatever recruits they want from the state of Texas. So obviously they have a lot of talent on their team.
I think Mac at one point said, well, there's nobody comparable in the Big 12 to Oregon, but aren't you guys kind of like Baylor a little bit in how you approach it?
We do things a little different than Baylor. Yeah. It was fun watching them and seeing what they did. Oklahoma State does some similar things. Oklahoma does some similar things. Kansas State does some similar things. So, we definitely had some tape to look at.
You mentioned Texas recruiting in that state. How is this an important game for you guys, and would you want to do recruiting in that state?
Well, this is an important game for us in 100 different ways. We definitely want to go down there and play well. Improve some things that we kind of let slip late in the season, and it's always important to end a season on a good note for the guys going out and for the guys coming back for next year.
Do you see it as an opportunity to make a statement, I guess, and that might be too strong of a word, but to make a statement in recruiting in the state of Texas?
No, I think our record around here speaks for itself. Since I've been here for 5 years, we've won the majority of our games, and we want to keep doing that. And we think this is a special place, so no one game is going to hopefully change any kid's mind about how special a place this can be.
Some of the coaches have said, winning the bowl game is obviously the springboard to next year. A loss can linger for a long time. Coach Campbell said it can linger for him in the next fall camp sometimes, depending on how it happened. You've had the pleasure last year winning it, but when you guys have lost a season-ending game, how long do those stick? Is that a value system by signing day when you got a new class coming in? Or?
Well, yeah, it's just an extension of the day after the game. When you win a game the day after, you're pretty happy. When you lose, you're really frustrated, and it's just good to go into an off season with a win, and I'm sure both teams feel that way.
24-hour rule for wins, but after the season, the end is open-ended until next August.
Yeah, the 24 hours lasts a little longer when you don't play for 6 months. So we're excited about this one. It's going to be a fun matchup with those guys. I'm sure they're going to be excited to play with Mac going out. And, we just want to show up and play as good a football as we can play.
Scott, Coach Helfrich said Marcus was kind of hinting that what his decision was going to be throughout the year. Did you get that sense that he was leaning towards coming back for another year?
Well, I don't think there was a wrong decision for him. I think he just needed to do what his heart told him to do. I think he's ready to go be a star at the next level if he wanted to do that. Obviously, we're thrilled to have him back, and we got a lot of pieces in place going forward, having him help. So, yeah, the one thing about Marcus, he's young for his grade, so he's not that old a kid, and sometimes if you're going to go take over a team of 26, 27, 28-year-olds. You need to be as ready as you can. The biggest thing is I think Marcus just loves being here at Oregon and wanted to be a part of this for another year.
What are the ways that you think you can get better going into next year?
Well, it starts with this bowl game. We got some practices right now to keep improving and to get some young guys better and to get better at some of the things we're doing. And this is the real test we're looking at right now.
Scott, did Marcus talk to you about his decision? Did you guys consult?
Yeah, I talked to him quite a bit. Yeah.
Can you divulge the nature of that conversation or how they went?
I just want what's best for Marcus. Marcus always wants what's best for the team. He's going to have a bright future whenever he decides to go, but I think his heart was still here. And the one thing about going to play in the NFL is it's such a business that you better be sure that you're ready to go do that before you do it. The other thing is I tell kids all the time, your NFL career is going to last as long as it lasts, whether you go in when you're 20 or 22. And sometimes going early means you're just giving up a year of football. If you have a 9-year NFL career, 6-year NFL career, it's over. The clock starts ticking the minute you go to the NFL. So sometimes going out early is just sacrificing a year of having fun playing football.